Hey guys, it's the TMI Queen. So today I'm going to make it Throwback Thursday. And I wanted to share a little bit about my life so that you kind of understand where I've been in my journey. I started out as a skinny kid. And I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. A lot of the weight loss channels that I watch, they started out big. They've always been big. I started out skinny, and some of that was due to genetics, some of that was due to we were poor and couldn't afford a lot of food. My parents were both really super skinny. But because of that, I was always hungry. We were very limited on the portions that we could have. You know, my mom and dad were very strict about the portions that we could eat. So when I finally was able to kind of let loose, I kind of went all out. When my mom says, well, if you want all that fancy stuff, you can go out and get a job and buy your own. So I did. Gained a lot of weight when I got pregnant and didn't lose it until I got divorced. Then I lost it all. I injured my back about 10, 15 years later. I lost the weight a couple different times. It was 2007 when I really gained the biggest amount of weight because of my back going out. And then I got a job where everybody was into this weight loss kick and eating healthy and learning how to, do food alternatives for stuff, which I'm going to do some recipe videos later on. I'm hoping to do that. Take a recipe that I find and try to make it healthier. Stay tuned. I had lost some weight again, and then when I started my new job, the one I have now, I gained it all back and then some. I finally topped out at 227. I never really even realized that I was overweight, I think. I just, all of a sudden one day, my mom sent me a picture and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I did not feel that big. And where some people have like the body dysmorphia where they think that they're fatter than what they actually are, I felt skinnier than what I actually was. I saw myself as the old skinny Amy. I wasn't. Because of that, I really didn't notice that my health was declining. I didn't notice that my blood pressure was up. It took a trip to the emergency room because I had burnt my foot when I was cooking. I splattered some grease on my foot. And they were so concerned about my blood pressure that they didn't even hardly check my foot. I was just so surprised. I mean, and I shouldn't have been because I was getting bigger every year. What did I expect? And I was hitting my 40s. What did I expect? But I just never really viewed myself as being unhealthy. But that was a definite wake-up call because after going through some old papers about my family history, I realized that my great-grandfather died of a widowmaker heart attack at the exact age that I was about to turn. All of a sudden, it seemed really important to get healthy because I realized I might not be there for my grandkids. I might not be there for my kid. I might not be there for a lot of stuff. I might not outlive my parents. That's a little bit scary. And I have a lot of life left to live, so I just decided to take it on. The issue that I'm having right now, though, and I don't know if you guys do at all, but I started losing weight, and all of a sudden, people who are overweight currently, and they know that I've lost weight, they start getting like really paranoid about what they eat. They're like, well, I know I shouldn't be eating this. And I'm like, I don't give a crap what you eat. What you put in your body is your business. It is none of mine. And it's not that I don't care, because I do, obviously, but everybody's journey is very personal. And I know that it took many years before my eyes were opened to what my weight was doing to my health. Some actually know what it's doing to their health and they don't care. Some know what it's doing to their health and they feel helpless to make that change for whatever reason. Some are more focused on their looks rather than their health, and they're like, well, I'm gonna embrace my size. There's nothing wrong with that. Be comfortable in your own skin. As long as you're healthy, who cares? And even if you're not healthy, that's your decision to make. And if they're not happy with how they are, I'm always willing to lend an ear or give a suggestion, but it's not my place to tell them how to live their life. They have access to the internet and all these weight loss apps as much as I do. And if they choose not to do it, they're choosing the life that they have. And they obviously must be happy with it or they wouldn't choose it. That's just my opinion for whatever it's worth. I have mostly overweight friends, and a lot of them seriously overweight. You know, as soon as they saw me losing weight, they didn't feel like they were good enough to hang out with me, or they felt like I was going to criticize what they ate. And I'm like, look, I don't give a crap what you eat. Eat what you want, live your life. You know, it's your life. And if you want any advice or you want any help, I'm happy to give it, but it's not my place to tell you how to eat. You're a grown adult. You know how to eat. But like I said, if you don't want to, you don't want to. And all the crabbing and bitching and whining and complaining in the world isn't going to change that. I'm worried about myself, and that's all I'm worried about. I just thought it was kind of interesting to share that today, because it's not just come up once this week. It's come up multiple times this week. And I just thought it was odd that people actually care what I think about how they eat or how they exercise or the lack thereof. I'd love to hear about how you got started, how you came to realize how your life affected your choices. I just wanted to share that with you today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will hopefully talk to you later. Bye.